of the 3 steps that I'm talking about. Okay, those who just came, don't worry, I just started because I was talking a lot of rubbish now. Okay, take a chair, sit down. Okay? So the 3 steps later will be on where? Of course, a lot of people mistaken this as the 3 steps. Actually, no, the 3 steps is where? The 3 steps is at the product. Okay? Which the last part I'm going to share. So this is what? This is something that I want agents to go through. Why? Because agents always do what? This is the 3, you can put it across as a 3 step, but it's like agents have to go through this step by step. But a lot of agents do what? What do a lot of agents do? First, they meet you, first thing you say what? I tell you, treasure very good. So where you go where? Buyer will listen. Then you start to explain why new launch better, the white treasure good. After they become straight away a salesperson. So first thing you have to go through this. Why buy now? Why upgrade now? This one you have to go through first. Why change your property now? Why? This one you have to make sure that it's due into the buyer head first. And they tell you, hey MX, I want to buy. What should I buy? Then you go to the next step. You don't jump queue up. Jump queue, die already. Straight away. Don't need to say. Okay, so a lot of agents are asking me, how do I present? How do I go step by step? Because you go in cannot say. Can you go in and say straight away show buyer, or you know you should buy now because of this. Can you do that? Cannot, right? So what should we do? What should we do? Can you sit down, chit chat a bit, just a bit? Then first question you ask the buyer, Mr. Buyer, I received a lot of feedback saying that today is not the right time to buy a property. What do you think? Can I do that? Do I open the conversation? Then you say, yeah, I also feel that the market a bit soft. Yeah, you're right. So we just start to, you see, this start the conversation. So I also agree with you to a certain extent. Actually, a lot of buyers also feel that way. A lot of agents also feel that way. But now, I'm going to analyze with you. With market like that, is it a good time to buy? Okay? So there's 2 types of buyer. First time buyer and existing owner. Okay? This one, I think, because the main gist is not about this. If we got time later, we come back. Okay? Yeah. So now, this thing, Kevin Fong has been talking about it. We have been talking about it. This is where? This is Park Colonial. The next one is where? Vicinity. So should you buy it like that or like that? Right. So later I show you some data because I do some new data to show your buyers why when the show flat is this way, it's the best time to buy. Because every time is we speak, okay? So now what I do is it the best time to buy? Is it the right time to buy? So we go back, I tell my buyer, so we go back all the way to 2012, we see what happened. Okay, 2012 what happened? 2012 to 2013 what happened? Price go up, remember? Increase very fast. Developer become very aggressive in 2012. 24 plots of land is sold. J Gateway 1,007 plus per square foot, 700 over units, 12 hours fully sold. I remember I called my buyer. I said, don't buy. He said, you're crazy. I queued 12 hours there. I got the last second unit. I must buy. Empty, nobody want to buy. Full, everybody want to buy. I remember in Twinview, I saw the crowd. I saw how the buyer behaved. I got a shock of my life. You know that time, got something called ticking box or not? Ticking box is for what? Don't know whether you should buy or not to buy, then you stand there and wait, right? You know Twinview ticking box for who? No, for buyer. They stand inside. The ticking box, too small. Why? They stand inside, they say, I wait here, got drop out, I buy straight. Then the ticking box like increasing. Because along the way they queue up, I remember the one buyer, I asked him, hey, how much your budget? 1.1. I said, 1.1 no more, now cheapest 1.3. They said, 1.3 can. Okay, then continue queue. Halfway I tell you, hey, 1.3 so hard, now cheapest 1.5. They say, wait. I call my friend borrow money. That's what happened in Twinview. Okay? So, this is what happened. La Festa about 75% sold on the first day. And these two projects launched on the day of the ABSD announcement. Correct? La Festa queued up overnight. Then PDSI ABSD came out and it became 2013 to 2016, the market straight away slowed down and oversupply issue. Because why? Because 2012 bought a lot of land. Developers see the market very good, they want aggressive. True or not? And the land price also buy at a high. Okay, so slow down, oversupply. Lakeview, I remember 1,200 plus per square foot, 700 over units, only sold 60. Lakeview location good or not? Lakeview and Lake Granville, is it very near? Lake Granville launched at the time where the market is short of supply. What happened? Queue up, first day sold a lot. Lakeview that time, remember, wow, it's the first wave of high com. I sold 10 units, they pay Promnex 3%. The time Promnex not involved in a lot of launches. You know they pay Hutton how much? They pay Hutton's the agency 5%. Because Hutton's that time, so marketing. So they keep 0.5 for tagging, 1% for ICB, 3% for ECB. 0.5 is company. So Lakeview actually pay 4.5 to agent. Because and is at the very start of the launch, they only pay 4.5. I remember the time going wow, the whole board is green color, not so. Okay? Then Panorama, 500 over units. I think it's sold about 60, if I'm not wrong. I put here 25, but I think it's 60. The location good. At that point of time, it's 1,200, 1,100 plus per square foot. To be frank, if you today just on. Correct? King sold all the way 1,100 over units, first day sold about 60 to 70. So this period, 2013 to 2016, what happened? It's the time where developers are clearing stock. Because at this point of time, when the market slowed down, did the developers slow down in buying land? 1.3, I remember 1.5 or 1.4 only 6 stock. 2012 24 2013 1.4 or 1.5 6 stocks. You see the number of the drop of the developers also don't want to commit themselves into. They need to clear what they have, right? Because a lot of them buy a lot of land already, then they what? You have to clear. So after the clear, the stock, meaning that the units are still selling slowly, but developer not buying land, but the stock be cleared. Yes. So 2017, the stock is cleared. Remember, end of about mid to end of 2017, you want to buy a product also not easy to find. You even that time you Symphony Street, nobody want to buy on it. Remember? At the end, people tell me. I remember that time at one point, no product to push on it. Only everybody come and order bill. No, nothing really. Gem sold out, Park Rivera sold out, Symphony Street sold out. What else? Okay, no units to buy. Developers start to on board. Twinview first day 89 to 90% sold. And because of all these things, Twinview launched in May, July 5th, the ABSE and the 75% LTV came out. Do you see a repeat? Is this the same as 2012, 2013? Is it the same? Market overheated, developer buying a lot of land, then 2019 to 2022, same thing, oversupply come back. Project sales very slow. If you remember, Florence launched 1410 unit. So how many? 52 units. Is it the same scenario? Here and here, is it same? Today and 2013, 2016, is it same? And because of this, a lot of developers, the profit margin is very thin. Later I'm going to show you this. Okay? So it's the same. So now we run through a bit. Did JDW and La Festa make a lot of money? Not really, a bit. Got made, but not too much. Okay? Then we come. Lakeview make what? Did Lakeview make money? My client bought 0716, 1.37. 0816, we still transacted 1.68 million. Panorama now is at about 1,500, 1,600 per square feet. Boy, 1,112. I remember one more project, Poise Residence, location good or not? I think Jen is the ICF. Hey, Jen? Oh. She's the ICF. Hey, that time first day sell how many? Poise. Didn't sell very well. 200 over units out of 700. So Poise location, if it's launched today, I tell you one day clear. If it's launched during Park Colonial time, correct or not, at that price. But at the point of 2013 to 2016, what happened? Only sell 200 units. When they first launched, it's 1,002. Today, sub-sale at 1,755. Sub-sale means that make money here. You see, those who bought during the time where the market is very, soft, make money or not? When the market is very good, make money or not? No. No, later I'm going to share with you about commission. The client asks you how much you take. Then how you say? Don't know, you don't know your commission. How much your commission? Don't know, okay? how much you say? Your commission how much? Then how much your commission? You cannot tell. I heard you take 3% from the newspaper. Huh? Buy the entire. But I see newspaper, this one you got a lot of commission. Huh? To company. Do you think your client will be convinced? Yeah, some okay. Actually, you dare to tell them more okay. So I always tell my client how much I take. I take 3.7, I say I take 3.7. But how do we counter this? Then they will feel that you take high comp means what? Expensive. Then how do we share this? Figures of potential upside. They also not convinced. They feel that you take lesser, I can buy cheaper. So how do we show this? I show two products. Park Riviera land price how much? Who know, who don't know? 550, correct? About 550. Launch how much? 1,002. Okay? Twinview land how much? 590. Launch how much? 1,005. So land price almost same, but launch price $300 different. Twinview comp how much? 0.9. Park Riviera? 4.5. So does the price of the sales price of the developer affect our comp? Actually, when the market is good, they what? They charge you high, they pay us peanuts. When the market is bad, they charge you low, they pay us a lot. So win-win. Correct or not? A lot of time when the market is good, they charge very high, but they still pay us very little. Does it mean that they pay us more is that they eat into your price? No. Correct or not? You go and think back. There's a lot of examples that you can draw on. I just draw one for you. If your client really asks you, show them. It's okay. Alright? Okay? So now, I'll show you an example. Sky Habitat, Skyview. You all know where Sky Habitat, Skyview? Side by side, right? Now we see land price, Sky Habitat is break even is 1,334. Skyview is 1,315. Same. See Sky Habitat launch when? 2012, when the market is 2011, 2012, when the market is at the any price you want to sell also can sell now. Skyview buy land ready ABSD come out, jalan. So buy land ready ABSD come out, what happened? Sky Habitat launch in buy break even 1.3. When the market is good, launch at 1.6. Today how much? 1.4. Skyview, buy 1.3, launch 1.3. Is it true? Is it same as Affinity, Florence, all these projects? Buy 1.3, break even 1.3, launch 1.3. Today, 1.7. 1 Why? Because this is bought when? It's today the same time. So now we run through. You see, Skyview got 3 pages make money and I need draw 1 page. All this is resale already make profit. Sky Bitek, I put the red color a bit, but this is negative. Sky Bitek got a lot of lose money. So is today the right time? Mr. Buyer, is today the right time? Today we are buying like that, correct? At the point where the developer are breaking even. If you go to Chemistry, there's an article today. A few days back. They got put the break-even price on. So Chemistry is the price they buy is 准准 at the break-even. The sell. The price they sell is at the break-even. The developer tell me they only make 3% margin. Then I say, hey, Park Chemistry is going to launch. Can you give some agent like incentive? He said only 3% how to give. I see 3%. He asked me, you want how much? I said, maybe you give us another 0.8 to 1%. Then he showed me the article. Okay, never mind. Cannot, what? True or not? Because really 3% margin. But do you think the developer will stay at this price for long? So what will they do? Why will they go and buy a don't know how many million land then go and sell you make 3%? Why will they do that? Do you think Affinity will stay at this price for long? Nearing to TOP, will they increase price? Do you think Florence will sell at the break-even prices? Florence break-even about 1.3 plus, they are selling at 1.3 plus, do you think so? Or they will increase price? But now they don't dare to increase much, why? Even Treasure sell 600 units, don't dare to increase, why? Because they still got 1,600. So wait first. You go in, have confidence in them first. After that, what happens? When they are more confident, what they do? When the developer become confident, what they do? Increase price. This is what happened on Skyview when they bought. They tahan. After that. So this who trust the buyer, do that. This one who see everybody buy, chung in together and die. Correct. That time I remember Sky Bitek, they still the architect very nice. Today walk in also. I walk in, I don't feel like wow. Actually, it's very clear. Just side by side, this already show you everything. Correct? Okay. So existing seller. Now we look at some HDB updates. I think a lot of us show this to our clients, correct? Well, HDB price dropping, I'm going. I tell you, HDB price dropping. You should sell. Have or not? Who do that? Hey, be honest, Do you think it works? Hey, dropping. Salesman or what? Salesman. So this one I put here, but don't show. This one for consumer sentiment. Don't need to show. Show what? Show like that. You have to draw out based on their surrounding. Don't do an overview of the market. So you want to meet a Punggol HDB seller, what should you draw? I draw this. 2015, this property is listed. So 2012 is how much? 2005. So 2012 is 7 years old. Meaning just MOP, 2 years. Is there a lot of sellers that just MOP 2 years old in the market? So show them, if your house are 7 years old, that time Punggol Central can fetch about $600,000. 640 series, look probably 64 something. 600,000. 2019, it became 400,000. If you show a Punggol owner this, what will they do? They sell. Don't need to say much. Why? Because why? When MOP, there's what? There is a surge in demand because people want what? New. But when your neighbor suddenly MOP, what happened? The demand will go where? Go there. Then here will what? Drop. So do research based on the sellers that you are meeting. Don't show overview. Overview no use one. Overview drop like that. 3% now, okay, never mind. Wow, here drop 200,000. Wow, can't see it. MOP faster sell. Correct or not? So you see, if we never make the first step to make the seller, hey, I want to sell already. I confirm want to sell, faster sell. Will you be able to bring them to buy something? No, you see, I do things very step by step. Why do they can buy? Why you need to sell? Then they very aligned. They say, let's sell, buy. Then next before we move on is buy what? Correct now. So seller and me very aligned. But we straight away come in. I tell you this project Sengkang Central very good. Affinity also not bad. Florence also not bad. You should sell and buy. Who thought like that? Don't need a raise up, man. This one nobody will raise up. Why you know yourself? Cannot work. Because if you are a seller, you are taking it. You won't be accepting what the agents are proposing also. Okay? Another example, Sembawang 500 series. 500,000 in 2012. 2019 it dropped to 380,000. Why you cough? You got Sembawang house? No, I just asking. Okay, so if 2013 sell go and buy Skyview, cannot. Do you know when Bartley Ridge launched? 2013. Bartley Ridge, do you know they make 200,000 easily? If I sell my HDB, save up the 200 because haven't dropped. I sell my Bongo, they sell 600. If I sell 2019, I sell 400. So I sell 2013, I make how much? I save up 200,000, right? Then go and buy Bartley Ridge. Total I make how much? 400,000. Do you want this to repeat again? Do you want this to be what? Later 2023, I come back, I shall buy. You want ma? Correct now? Okay? So this one don't need to show. Okay, so now, talk about condo owner. Caspian owner bought a 3-bedroom unit at 750,000 and today is worth 1.3 million. Question is, will you sell it away for profit or choose to keep? Who got a lot of owners like that? Make 700,000, 800,000, still want to keep one. Who got? Who have? I don't have. Have a. Then ask you to do their rental. Hey, my rental is very high. I want to keep. Have a. Then you got convince them to sell. You see, today we are doing what? A lot of us, all of us here, are thinking about, hey Alex, how to do Facebook marketing? How to get a lot of leads? Who got this question? But surrounding you got a lot of landlords, you don't want to talk to them. You want to go and talk to those that strangers that you don't know. Then you want to spend thousands of dollars go and do Facebook with no result. You got landlord or not? Landlord can sell or not? Landlord sell everything will do what? But hi, do you talk to your landlord? Sometimes your landlord say, wow, now rental so lousy. Is it a good time for you to say, wow, I also agree. Maybe we need to discuss. You see, we always thinking about what? How to do marketing, how to this, how to that, thinking about how to spend money. Spend maybe no result. Then say your outline not good. But surrounding you got so many people want to buy, want to sell, then suddenly you see one of your landlord go and buy through another agent. Take photo and show, hey, still my landlord. Some tagger, tagger. I tell you, tagger. Sell buyer. That time you tag, the buyer walk in. Oh, yo, this one my friend. He tagger. Then the buyer. He got 3.7, he don't want to take 0.3. Good lah. Be tagger good lah. You know who buy. Who want to be tagger? Later we recruiting, we got from him. Right, actually not only him, a lot of taggers actually encounter this. Why? Because you focus too much on what? You focus too much on how do I get more, you never focus on actually got a lot of owners, you can go back and convince them to sell. True or not? Every day meet one customer, one old customer, one friend, one relative, go and eat a lunch kind of. Talk about this practice, try, one day they will buy. Correct, so Caspian, should I sell? Now, Caspian, if they bought in 2009, all the way to 2014, it go up. Then it become what? Stagnant. So I'll show you one example. Queens. Who know where is Queens? Queens, who know? No. So 2007 bought all the way to 2014. Then it become what? Stagnant. So opposite Queens is Commonwealth Tower opposite or beside Queens?
Opposite.
Opposite, right? Today I tell one agent opposite, he keep arguing when you say beside.
Besides the
Yeah, opposite. Right? So until I now no confidence to tell you opposite. So it's opposite, right? Opposite by right is what? What? This one stagnant, the other one should? Commonwealth should be stagnant also, right? Because opposite only ma. A lot of clients even tell you, what? Here that time buy how much? 1,300. Commonwealth buy 1,600 is crazy. Have or not? Tell you we sell so much cheaper, why go buy new launch? So you see here at 1,300, it over around 1,200, never go already for the next 4 years, 2014 to 2018. You look at Commonwealth from 2014 to 2018, it went up from $1,600 to $2,000. If the Queen's owner would have sold their house in 2013, went into Commonwealth, would they make another round of money?
Yes.
Can you use this to talk to your owner? Correct. Then you see, and it's sub-sale, meaning the owner already sold at a profit. Bought at 1,617, today sell at 1,920,000. Make money already. If you show this to an existing resale owner, will they start thinking whether they should sell? But always you tell them, hey, your house stagnant. Where you want to keep? But you never tell them opposite them make money. Can you go to boat house, go and tell boat house owner, hey, last few years stagnant, you see things short boom. Cannot. Will they want to move? Can you go to Bali residence and tell Bali residence owner, your one stagnant, but Bali potentially went up $300 per square foot? Hey, all around Singapore got this type of things happening, why you all don't want to go and say, hey? Can you go Caspian and tell Caspian owner when you're stagnant, Lakeview went up? If you would have sold at 2012, 2013, go buy Lakeview, you will make another 300,000. Even though we feel that Commonwealth Tower at 1,600 is crazy, where Queens is 1,200. I would rather buy Queens, not stagnant, no? I would rather keep, because I feel my one $400 cheaper. Keep until today, still 1,200. True or not? So now I show you an example. What if I case study? This one I have to be very careful. Because this one is an example. Okay? Caspian. 2009 bought. 2018 sell. Can you see? 2009 bought. Make $582,000. Good. Good. So now you see, this one, Caspian, 2009 bought, 2012 sell. Make 541,000. Same or different? This one, 2018, 9 years, 582. This one, 3 years, 541. Can you see? So 541 can I split into 2 property? I down pay 2 if I go and down pay 2 Bali Ridge because the timing just 212 I sell, 213 I buy. Cannot. I make another 400,000. This is just a scenario, not an owner that done it, but just a scenario. If the owner would have done it this way, this one profit 582, this one 970. Same thing. And you use whose money to buy? Not your money, because the profit you come in down pay here, then your original down payment you take back and go holiday. Correct or not? You never ask your owner sell you all never ask害死你的 owner. They could have made another 400,000, you never talk to them. Say, well, buy new launch, you know right or wrong, okay? Maybe buy new, my owner lose money, how? Never buy, never make. What are the chances you see new launch lose money? Of course, don't anyhow go and buy, don't go and buy those very small development in Geylang, all these things. You know, those small, I'm being very frank, small developments are not going to make money. We know. Even they pay you 7% themselves. I have certain things that I hold very deeply to my heart. I cannot sell something that my client will not make money. Have to be I make, they make. My client who bought Vistara all bought at 900 plus per square foot. Did they make money? Now I ask them to sell. Is it easy for me to ask them to buy something else? It's that simple. If you sell what Resi 32, got people sell Resi 32 here. I check first, I have a lot. Now you don't even dare to call your owner. Sure or not? Ask you to rent, I got one friend, ask them, not Resi 32, but other property. Ask them to rent 2 years, cannot rent, vacant. So you sell properties that you feel you done your research, everything is right. Make money, you ask your client to sell, move forward, they will move forward with you. Along this method, your client numbers of clients with you will continue to grow. And next time don't need to meet 2 times, 3 times already. Call them, go down, show flat, buy first. I got one client who bought an Affinity, my fastest deal. How fast? Come in, walk around 5 minutes. Okay, which one? Because they bought Park Rivera 748. 748,000 2 bedroom. So they trust me or not? So you need to, of course, sell something that is going to make money. And why are we here today at Affinity? Because Affinity is going to make money. I'm very straight here. Usually you all go Florence, I come here. Must come back here. Now got start buying. Yeah. So now, new launch versus resale. What should I buy? So it's the things that I share important. If you had done it this way, can I say your client will be aligned with you to go and move forward? But what most of the time you say? Do you say about all these things? Do you talk about all these things? Do you go and talk to all your owners? Can we even do our flyers like that? But I have to be very careful in person. Because flyers got a lot of check here, check there. You have to be very careful in the things that you are putting in. Okay? But can you talk to your owners? Draw out. Go and apply a square foot. Go and do the chart very easy. Press compare. Then you go and put 2 condos. Then the chart will come out. One stagnant, one go up. Which one you want to be? Easy or not? Can ask your book house, who got book house owner one? Can ask your book house owner sell by riverfront? Can now riverfront 3 bedroom 1,200 plus per square foot, you know no? Can actually got a lot of opportunity. If you ask the owner to sell, buy, even the selling 2%, you give co-broke 1%, you take 1%, plus the buy 3.2, 4.2%. Every month you go and find one. Every month find one, difficult. Hey, what happened? Why sorry sign out? I never press it. Press it? Okay. So it is. You just know what I'm saying.
Book house owner.
Every month find one, $50,000. 1 year 600,000. Very easy. Oh. Durian area. Okay. Yeah, come, we can chit chat later. I think they got timing one, 8 o'clock to June close. Maybe they set timing, I think. Really 8 o'clock? Wow.
Correct.
So later who never eat durian one? Never eat, must try. Must try first time. You eat already, you close a lot of things. No, you close how many? If you close 5, you eat already, you close 50 long. You never eat, you must try. Must finish the durian. I see this one, the face very funny. Wow, very sad. Very hot. That time, I tell you, you know that time they queue there, I go where? It's the first day I sell Affinity. They go there, I come there. No people that time. Really. So you see, first is talk to HDB owner, you have to go and do very you see, the key thing is that you have to do very tailored research. Not showing our slides overall and then no use. Okay? So we come to new launch resale. Why I say, why the next step is this? Because at this point, then they will say, okay, Alex, I'm ready. What should I buy? Then what should you say? When they ask you, so what is the next property I should buy? What should you say? What's your budget? Don't need to talk about budget. So in the market, there's two types of main product that you can buy. First is a resale. Second is a new launch. Okay, so you see, this part you all can share, but I don't think I want to run through this. Okay, so we see the resale market. Double bay residence, 09 go up. Here stagnant. Look very carefully. 1718 is stagnant. Okay? Quartz 1718 is stagnant. Mount Sophia stagnant. Just now you see Queen stagnant. Remember? Now we see new launch. King's Order Bay 0815 at 1.18 million in May 2017. 0315 same stack, same size, everything same. 854 lower. October 2017 sold at 1.392 million. Make $212,000. Not make, they increase. So you see, I mean, key thing here is new sales here is what? Means what? Developer increase price. Developer, why they will increase price? You go buy BTO today. Buy BTO. BTO cheap or not? Consider some of the BTO still cheap. Usually BTO you make money, right? Then after that, nearer to collection of keys, they will have sales of balance flat. Am I right? Sales of balance flat, did they increase price? Usually you meet sales of balance flat owner, they don't make money, right? Correct? So sales of balance flat, they increase price. When nearer to collection of keys, they push the price up. Even HDB will do what? Will tear the price up nearer to TOP. Why private developer won't? Because you see, when the client come to you and tell you, hey Alex, I want to buy I don't want to wait. Do you have a lot of clients to tell you this? Then what do you tell them? Wow, you in your heart say now, cannot sell me long to you. To bring you resale, have or not? Or then you think Park Botanic. Going to TOP. Correct. Then Park Botanic sell finish now. Then next 3 years, you drop already because no new launch going to TOP. So how? Park Place how many you need? So how? So in this scenario, when they tell you, Alex, I want to wait, I want to buy something that's going to TOP, can you use this as an opportunity? What is the opportunity? Ask them, Mr. Buyer, to be very frank, everybody think like you. Think like what? Want to buy a product that's going to TOP. Why? Most of us will want what? Brand new and what?
Ready to move in.
Brand new, you walk in now, then they say wait 4 years, watch her, go. So brand new and ready to TOP, and if the price is higher, a lot of buyers are still willing to pay because emotionally they want what? They want to buy, just like you. It's normal. But to be frank, if you want to make money, you buy right. Then at TOP you sell to who? Those emotional ones. I mean, it's up to you end of the day whether you want to do that. Some of my buyers tell me, never mind, I buy lose money, I say okay one. Are you okay? So sometimes I go in, first thing I talk to buyer is, to you, making money is more important or comfort is more important? In terms of percentage. So you see, we slowly go into that. But some of them they will say, or maybe comfort 60, making money 40. Then you start to what? Talk about the price will increase. Whether you want to buy it. You go and see Park Botania, the price from 1,100 plus per square foot, go up to 1,400 plus. Huh? Buy here better. Here is from up, down. Where you, huh? You buy Florence? Ayo. Why you buy Florence? Huh? You are someone that you can afford to buy the big properties, or why you buy cheap one? Must buy big one, then you can make more. And you buy one, then you got one more name. No enough money, buy first. Then big one, really sure. Joking. Okay, so you see, now you see this, then you see seaside. Seaside also, what happened? 1717 at 1,600 plus per square foot at 2.8 million. You went up to 3.5 million. And it's new sale. Developer increased price by $500 per square foot within a span of 1 year plus only. Where at this point, all resale are stagnant. Remember? Multi-modern, I think this one you have seen many times. 01, 02, $700 higher than 02, 02. And the old one don't have patio and the same size one. Okay? Then buyer will ask you, this one all developer increase price. Never seen owner make money before. The owner sell now. Haven't seen that. So don't know can make money or not. So show them this. Profit made from buying new launch. Bali Ridge. First bought at 1,001. Today going at 1,004. Bought when? 1,400, which is when a lot of resale are stagnant. See, Bali Ridge, owners will make money. 61 transactions that is profitable. Highest $427,000. Got resale make money or not? Got buy new launch make money or not? Have. Actually, Bali Botanic now sell also make money. They bought at about 1,200. Today is going you sell 1,314, sure got people sell. 1,500 possible you still can achieve. Correct or not? So do you see this? Okay? So now, then after they move on, then they say, okay, now I want to buy, Alex, I want to buy new launch. Then they tell you what? But I need to rent it. I buy new launch means I need to rent 3 years. Do you have time for that? Then you feel very what? But want to close already because they say, hey, I think you're right, new launch can make money. Wow, I want to close already. Then they say, but I need to rent it. Then they calculate out, they show you. If I rent 3,000 a month, 3 years, I will spend how much on rental? About $120,000. So $120,000, if I make $200,000 in my new launch, worth or not? Then you tell them, you still make 80 what? In your mind. You also feel it's very stupid, but you tell them you still make 80. Because why? Minus your stamp duty, minus agent fee, make 30. Then move there. Walao eh. Waste time. Correct or not? Then how? What should you tell them? What should you tell them? So we have to share with them the cost of a 1 million property. What is the cost? You buy a 1 million property, interest rate at 2.7%. For a resale, your interest per month is 1.7. So how I show? I take out the Propnex app, do the mortgage loan. After I show them, let's say 1 million purchase price, 750,000 loan. Okay? Installment will be about $3,000. Okay? Break down into 1,003 principal, 1,007 interest. Then you show them, because they will have a balance amount at the end of the loan. 750, because the balance will be 748 something. So 750 minus the 748 something is how much? is 1,003. So you only pay 1,003 to the house. The 1,007 is given to the bank. Gone. So given to the bank means what? It's a cost. Never take back one. Okay? Maintenance $300, property tax $100. True or not? Resale. Total cost 2,001, but don't need to pay rental. So new launch, first year 0, maintenance 0, property tax 0. After first year, maybe you will increase a bit, $100, $200. Because the interest is based on the loan amount that is being disbursed. Rental 1 million is at most 2K. Can I say that? In today's market, you have to take Apple to compare Apple. If they want to rent a 3,000, 4,000 unit, dollars unit, you cannot take 1 million because why? Because 3,000, $4,000, you have to take the condo they want to rent. If they were to buy a unit, then how much it costs? My client want to rent one in I can't remember which condo, but it's about 3,500. About 3,000 rental. They say, wow, the rental so high, wow. Then I go and see the purchase price, 1.8 million. So the cost of buying will be even more than 2,001. Will be near to 4,000. Because interest will almost double. Correct? So you have to take apple to apple comparison. So in this scenario, can I say both is the same? Is it the same? This is not. Is this cost rental? Is this cost of rental? Yes. But I don't call it cost of rental. I call this cost of what? Cost of living. You need a roof, you need to pay. Then got buyer come and tell you, I buy resale, I pay off one. Have a. Then how? Pay off no cost with it. Stagnant buyer, like no cost. Don't need to care about this. I go and buy new launch, I still need to rent. How? How do we counter this? Instead, I just make one buyer like that because I'm not on. So if I buy resale, I pay off one shot 1 million. How much? 1 million, right? I buy new launch. Pay how much? 25%. $250,000, correct? I still have balance of what?
750.
750 can do what? Even if I put in fixed D, will there be interest?
Yes.
Calculate the interest come out. Actually, I tell you, it's almost quite equivalent to the rental. Because the money can put in fixed D, because it's resale, I still pay off. New launch, I still got balance, I can put in 50. I time the payment schedule. About how long? I put 6 months, some I put 9 months, some I put 1 year, some I put 3 years. Cannot. Will there be interest being generated from the 750,000 balance that you have to pay the rental? Cannot. Same thing, you have to think, correct now. So next one, if buyer say I buy resale, I got rental, meaning that this buyer is a investor. So they buy resale, they got immediate rental. Have or not? Then how are you going to counter? New launch, no rental. I buy, I put my money there, no return. Resale straight away, I take rental. Do buyer challenge you in this manner? Then what do you tell them? Yeah, right. Buy resale better. So how should you tell them? So you see, if tenanted, the same thing, all same, except here property tax will increase because tenanted it will be 10%. So my total cost per month is 2,200 for a resale. True or not? 1 million rental at 2.5, is it very high? In today's market, is it easy to get 2.5 for 1 million property? You go Jewel, 2 bedroom is about 1.1 million, rental 2,000. So 2.5 considered quite a good rental area. 2.5 is considered quite good. Can I say that?
Yes.
Yeah. So 2.5. My cost per month is 2.2. So if it's tenanted, I make how much? $300. If it's vacant, I lose 2.2. I still have to pay. So if I calculate 4.5 years tenanted, half year vacant for the next 5 years, fair or not fair? Fair. 4.5 years tenanted, which is 54 months. So 54 multiplied by $300, I make $16,200 from rental. But the 6 months vacant, I still need to multiply by 2,002, correct? So I will lose $13,200. In total, after 5 years of rental, I make 3,000. Is this fact? Should have buyer buy resale. When the interest rate is low, okay, and the rental is high, buy what? Interest low, rental high, buy resale. Interest high, rental low, buy what? New launch. Under the coverage of who? Developer. Because if you talk about rental like that, you cannot cover. A lot of owners rent after that tell you, hey, I never make money. True or not? Okay? So now, some client will tell you, hey, last time I buy resale also make money, have a buy resale also make 300,000-400,000. Why must buy new one? Wow. Yeah, how? Actually, my dislikes have everything. But I tell you one thing. Everybody here listen already. Wow. Then go back, take the slides. Then they will ask for slides. Then go back, then what happened? Huh?
Stop.
Burn and do. Then never talk for very long. Then after your next client come, can buy one. Then you go and see, but you don't know what is the slide talking about. So you need to do what? You need to practice with who? Reconnect, first thing. If you can reconnect. If you really cannot find people to reconnect, which I don't know why, you can talk to who?
Talk to you.
Talk to your poor husband and wife. Go home, come sit down. My agent last time I asked the wife, sit down. Until today, she said, I don't want to sit down already. So now go and find other people outside. Because you need to practice. Last time, you know, when I start doing presentation, I talk to who? No lah. Don't like that say. I don't torture my own family member in this way. You all go and talk to husband, you think they're very interested, listen? No. I go even 3-room HDB flat buyers, I also talk to them. They cannot buy. Then they tell me, hey Alex, wow, what you say is correct, right? Buy no money, okay, not very good. I succeed in telling you that. At least I practice right. Then the right one come, you can do it, ma. Every time you is don't do. Right one come, kanchong, wow, sell now. Then how do you convert the right one? Cannot, because you don't know how to talk. You see the slide is alien to you. You see every slide I got things to talk about. You see already, you don't know what to talk about. Then you take my slide, also no use. A lot of time people say, hey, can send out a slide, I send out. Then after that, 3 months later, got people meet me, ask me, hey, how do I present? How do I ask buyer to buy new one? I say, got my slide. Oh, I don't have it. Then I go and see the iPad, got my slide inside. Oh, this is yours, This is the one you're talking about. Wow, I'm very tired, you know. So please, I do this, still buy durian for you. Please go and do it, cannot. Yeah. So when the buyer come and tell you, I buy resale also can make money, true or false? True, I tell buyer, yeah, you're right. Yes, a lot of buyers buy resale also make money. If they bought in 09, they sell in 12, it's one of the best times. So you see Lakeshore, bought in 09 resale, on top, a 1109 square feet unit. So in 12, also resale 1109 square feet unit. Different unit, but same size, the price go up by how much? 350. So is it true that resale make money? Yes, definitely has. Opposite Lakeshore is what? Caspian. So you see 0912, Caspian. 0913, same unit number makes 760,000. Yes, resale make money, but new launch opposite only how much? Double bay residence same time, 0913 makes $629,000. So don't go and say tell your client, no, I cannot buy resale one. Agree, I always agree on your right. All my guys tell me the same thing. You're right. I also used to think like you. I should do this. You see, I always agree first. Accept first. Don't argue. Argue, who win? You win, you argue, finish, you win the argument. Yes. The kind nothing to say, keep quiet. But the face are very angry. You win already. Walk out, but you call the kind never answer again. So you win or lose? Lose. You win only when you are all very happy about what you are talking about. So cannot use force to convince them. To agree first, okay? So second scenario. Buy in 1-3, sell in 1-7. Good or bad time? 1-2, 1-3, sell in 1-7. 1-2 is the peak. Sell in 1-7 is when the market is a bit cold. So quotes, 2012 bought 0516, resale 1.21 million. 2017, 0916, bought also 1.07. Drop how much? Same stack. 2012, 1.21, 2017, 1.07. Lose $140,000. Am I right to say that? Or more than 140 because the one is high flow. Okay, we see the same time. Quartz location better or reverse sound? Quartz. Reverse sound, same time, 1217, make $88,000. So, do you see new ones losing money? Reverse sound is what? New to resale. Do you see there's always a gap of about 200,000 between new and resale? Do you see here? Who stay in Sembawang? Nobody here. Who stay in Nautical? You all know where is Nautical? You don't know. Oh, at first I also don't know, cannot find. Because the road name very weird. Don't know, you tell taxi, they also don't know. But this type of location also make 96,000. Safe or not? Buy new one. Do you show this to your client? Never how to close. Only go in. New launch. Right. What? We always say what?
Right entry price.
Go in. Right entry price. You don't even know what I thought. Right entry price. What? When you buy early, it's the right entry price. How to convince buyer? Can I convince or not? Are you all convinced? Now are you all convinced?
Yes.
You use this label to convince your customer. But I tell you the first time you take out, don't know what to say. So you need to do what? You need to go and edit the slides to your preference. Don't take my slide, then go and... I tell you, last time I used to do that. Kelvin Chong slide, cheap or not? Cheap, the what? High, the new high is always higher than the old high. Oh, I bring to the buyer. I look at it, he look at it, all alien. I say, okay, never mind, next slide. I next slide for 10 slides, then I found a slide that I can talk. So please don't do that to yourself. It look very what? Very stupid, very ugly in front of your customer. Please go and edit first. Slowly, then you add in. Sometimes you can do your own research so that you are what? More confident about what you are talking about. Okay? So now last product. What time? No, just nice. Hey, Durian, what time come on? 8:45 wow. See, I finish. Are you excited for the durian? Who got the Pro Max thing on? Don't have one, cannot eat it. Now I see more and more. Wow, I tell you, these people, what 9 o'clock come here. You get it? You come what time? Huh? Ready, man? He came what time, huh? Just came, take out. Take out. Okay, so now product. How should we bring the product? So at this point, after this finish, what will the client ask you? So where should I buy? I want new launch, then where should I buy? Kanchong already now. Then say what? Why I put here? Too wrong, man. Yeah. No, I don't want to talk about this. I don't want. Okay, now. Yeah, important. What is this? High pump. So this is what my topic is about. My topic is about what? The 3-step technique to what? To gain trust from who? From buyers. Of course, the 3-step technique requires a lot of research by your own. A lot of experience that you have searched resale buyer. Okay? That you're able to communicate with the buyers. So, how I present this? So I tell buyers, so 3 things very important when you want to buy a property. So now we convince about new launch already. They say, now we want to buy a new launch. There's 3 things very important. First thing is which project. Okay, we'll talk about that later. So project you can talk about, you want to talk about also can. Talk about low profit margin. If the profit margin is low, meaning that is safe or not safe? Just now Skyview got make money or not? Safe or not? Safe. Because they are going to push the price up. Second, most important is what? Within the project, then what? Which what? Which unit to buy? Actually, which unit is more important than which project? So I show you, hype up. This one, 0838, you all saw the top one. Facing where? Entrance, good or bad? Every day you sit there, watch TV, the car, got motorcycle. Good or bad? Bad. 0657 facing pool, good or bad? Good. That's the reason why 0657 is at 872 square feet and 0838 is at 980 square feet. And they buy at the same price. Meaning 0657 is more expensive in terms of per square foot. But the key thing is 0838 is sold at 1.2, 0657 at 1.03 million. And the key is they buy on the what? So meaning you choose the right project, everything discussed properly, they are going I want this one, wrong, 165,000 different. Wrong unit. Now ask the buyer, do you know how to choose? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Do you know how to choose? Because I want to build a trust first thing. I want to build a reliance on me. The buyer, if I'm not around, they feel very what? Lost. Feel very uncomfortable. Don't dare to buy without me. That's why they deal with other agents, call me to choose for them. Then I remember that time I go treasure. He still asked me, he sent me the agent photo. See, is he around? You see, no, okay, then come. Sign the PDF already. Because all chosen already, all settled already. Come here and sign me. But he got tell the agent I buy to other agent. Yeah, but because why? Because knowledge is the key. Or durian come in. But no, didn't ask. Hey, don't try and smoke me, I tell you. I don't need your help. Don't need. Don't go out, I tell you. You stay here. You don't gaze, I tell you. So you see, the key thing is what? Choosing on you. So now why? Why 0838 make more money? A lot of people tell me, because 0838 bigger make more money. True or not? True or not? But do you see, 0838 is sold at a higher per square foot. Why? Is it because bigger? No. Yeah. So now ask buyer, you buy 3-bedroom, buy for what? Most people. Own stay. Own stay layout more important or facing more important? Layout is more important. So you need to know, you need to be able to think like how the buyer, your future buyer think. Secondly, 872 is compact or premium? Compact. 980 is premium or compact? Premium. So people want to buy compact one, usually investor or own stay? Investor. At the point of TOP, will there be a lot of units in the market? Yes. Will there be a lot of competition in the market? Yes. Will the price be good? 980 square feet people buy for what? Will there be people who is selling at TOP?
No.
Do you see a lot of time the bigger unit are selling better because no supply in the market. Got one come out, whatever facing people want to buy. True or not? Why I say layout is more important? Like example, if 980 square feet got a yard, got a maid's room. If the buyer coming in got a maid one, can they buy 872? Cannot, because cannot fit in. They can only buy 980. So there's a need. You get what I'm trying to tell you? So third step is what? What is the third most important? When to sell. So you see, 2 bedroom, the one who hold 1,295 days make 100,000. The one who hold 1,236 days make 200,000. So the one who sell earlier make 100,000 more. Can see, You see, 3 bedroom, the one who hold 100 days longer make 160,000 more. So 2 bedroom sell earlier make money. 3 bedroom sell later make money. Then your one must go and sell. Why? Why 2 bedroom earlier make money, 3 bedroom later make money? I'm trying to do what?
Selling.
Huh?
Selling also need.
Seller also need me. Why? Because if I tell them which unit they go, other agent buy, and then they never ask me. So I need to lock them down until they sell. Never sell, they don't dare to. Then after they sell, they buy again, lock down by me again. Correct or not? We want to make sure the client only want you to be around when they buy their property. So why 2 bedroom sell earlier make money? 2 bedroom people buy for what? Investment along the way, what happened? People buy for investment means buy for rental, right? Is there a lot of landlord rental out already? They will still ask you to sell. And you can put for sale and rental. So 2 bedroom, the longer you hold, the more supply. Correct now, the supply will power up because everyone rent out still want to sell, rent out still want to sell, collect keys want to sell. Correct now? 3 bedroom, especially premium, I renovate 3 months. I move in, stay another 3 months. 6 months later, why sell? Will there be no unit in the market? At the point of about 3 months to 9 months of TOP, will there be no unit in the market? Will you be the only few? Correct or not? But this is based on the buyer mentality and circumstances today. Mr. Buyer, 3 years down the road, things might change. So 3 years down the road, I will tell you when is the best time for you. Why am I doing this? You have to be frank with me until 3 years later. Correct or not? Using these three steps, will you be able to gain a lot of trust? I tell you, a lot of people say yes. After that, go out, don't dare to say. Okay lah, never mind. It's up to you whether you want to do it. Okay, so this is the most important thing. So 1, 2, 3 bedroom. This one just some data. 1 bedroom make annually about 4.1 to 9%. 2 bedroom 3.1 to 8.7%. 2 bedroom, sorry. 3 bedroom 6% to 13.6%. So why like that? Now I always encourage my buyers to buy bigger unit. Why? We all like to sell small units, right? But I always encourage my buyer to buy bigger unit. Why? Today buyer mentality. Do you see last time, 10 years ago, 4-room and 5-room flat HDB? The difference of the price is $30,000 to $50,000. I was shocked when I see Sumang Drive. The 4-room is 500,000. You know the 5-room how much? Yes. 4-room 500, 5-room 700. The gap is 200,000 now. And you take 5-room listing very easy move on. You take 4-room, have to beg people come and view your house. True or not? Why? Today Singaporeans have grown to a stage that we are buying houses for, not just for roof, for what? Luxury. So we want all of the Singaporean buyers are going for larger houses, bigger houses. So later I will tell you the Affinity got 1076. Very good. Got cut price 40,000. Cheaper than the compact. Okay? So now, how do we select unit? So after you share your bio, I tell you, you have selection of unit is the most important. Then they ask, what should I buy? Which unit? Wow, I don't know. So today I will only teach you affinity, so you can only close in affinity. So how do we select unit in affinity? The key thing is that our taggers here are all very good in selection. Correct or not? Hey, tagger right here. Can you? His name is Can You. So you ask him, can you? Can you? Can select. Okay, one more thing before I share this. Affinity is recruiting taggers. No, I'm serious. Who want to be taggers here? Don't need to raise your hand, can come to me. Or go to Jen. Okay? I just spoke to developer. I think got chance the tagger come over. Because I told them, Florence is paying about 0.5 to 0.6. And Treasure is 0.4. So he asked me on. Then I tell him. So got chance. I tell you got high chance. I don't know when, but I think that he's trying. So if you want to make maybe, I don't know, 1 unit 0.5, you close a 4 bedroom, 2.2 million is $11,000. Good. Sell HDB also, wow, 本身大汉 only $11,000. Come here better got aircon. Here the 1,000 aircon very cold. So I can come. Today a bit hot because a lot of people. Okay, so how do we select unit in affinity? You see, stack 68 and 39. So 68 face where? 68 face the landed and the swimming pool. 29 face outside, which is maybe you see HDB or okay. 29 is like slanted so you don't really see like direct HDB view. 68 is a 1 bedroom. 474 square feet. Transacted at $818,000. 29 is a 1 plus study. Later you all can go and see. This is your flat. They convert from a 1 bedroom to 1 plus study. 538 square feet is selling at $768,000. So 1 plus study now is cheaper than 1 bedroom. Can buy now. Is it the same scenario as Hyde Park? The bigger unit cheaper. Lousier facing. I share you one of my own experience. I got one client who sold their house view. Took me 4 months. Okay? And I got one agent also sold another house view. Took them 1 week. The one she sold is facing the pool. Sold at 935,000. I sold mine at 928,000. 7,000 difference. Pool view better. But you know the purchase price how much different? 70,000. The pool view higher by 70k. Do you want to buy the pool view? Okay, so you can share with your client this. Second, this is stack 5-6, and this stack OA is I push very hard to release one. So stack OA is a 2 premium, 5-6 is a 2 compact. Okay, so 5-6 12-5-6 sold at 1.122 million, 1797 per square foot. These are all caveated. 0208 facing the pool, 753 square feet, 130 square feet bigger, selling cheaper by 20,000. Can buy or not? So really, I tell you, really got good buy, come. These are all star buy that we are releasing. Okay, so 2 bed 2 bath cheaper than 2 bed 1 bath. Okay, yeah. Stack 48, stack 57. 57 is a 2 bed premium. 48 is a 3 bed compact. 1257 facing the pool, sold at 1.255. 2 bed premium, 732 square feet. 0248, 850 square feet. 3 bed compact, which is this show flat. 1.25. 3 bedroom cheaper than 2 bedroom. Can buy or not? This is how you select unit. Here, all selected for you already. Bring your buyer easy. You want to be checker also can tell me, okay? Next one. 32 newly released stack versus 54. 54 is a good facing, but 32, can I say the facing is not bad also? Can I say it's not bad? True, So 54 is a 3 compact, 47, 32 I never changed. 32 is a 3 premium. 1254 sold at 1.542. Today 0232. 170 square feet bigger. Cheaper. If you take fourth floor you get a very nice pool view. 1.54 million, cheaper by $2,000. But you're 170 square feet bigger. Can buy or not? Hey, why yours are so quiet? Is yours really feel can buy or your feel cannot buy? Huh? Thinking of who to sell? Can buy or not? But the key is you must know how to select unit. So you see how I first demonstrate how do I select unit, how to build trust with the 3 steps. After that, finish unit, then I select unit for them. I do a when you do a unit selection, you cannot select and show them, oh, this one very good. You have to do what? You have to do comparison. Comparison and make them very confident. So the last push to close the deal is what? How do you push to close the deal? Can I say today market, a lot of buyers need to issue?
Yes.
Correct. So most of the time come in and I say, hey, Hafin, can you issue 9 months? I can, no problem. Will you all say that? Why cannot? No lah, I mean a lot of time we go and tell buyer ma. Correct or not? All of you tell buyer, right? So will you tell buyer that straight away, a lot of people straight away show hand. 9 months. What will I do? I will say usually it's about 6 months. When they come, if you finish, then I'll tell them 6 months you cannot buy because 6 months not enough time. Only 9 months you can buy. But 9 months not confirmed. I tell what? You give me a check. We try 9 months. You go through, we buy. Don't go through, we go home. Can or not? But not easy to go through, I tell you. You go through, you are quite lucky today. I say, okay lor. But go through, you have to buy. Can okay lor. Buy already lor. Go in, take the check, and pay. Yeah. Correct or not? You have to leave something, so I cannot show hand or every time show hand die. True or not? Okay? So this is the final push to close the deal. Can I say that today I will share with you all from the start, how do I present? Sit down to a customer, how do I start? All the way to the what? You see, this one only 1 hour settle everything. Then next is do what? When they are ready like that, they tell you they are ready. If after this whole thing, they are ready to go show flat, they are ready to buy. Any question? Why,